Welcome back to the Daily Mastermind. George Wright III with your daily dose of inspiration, motivation, and education. Today's Daily Mastermind quote of the day is from Napoleon Hill, and it's, "Your big opportunity may be right where you are now." Your big opportunity may be right where you are now. I think that's great advice because so many times, and this might not be something you're consciously doing, but so many times we're looking for opportunities everywhere else. And the opportunity that you might be looking for might be right where you're at. You might just need to adjust your mindset or your perspective, your filter. Well, today I have, actually for the next couple of days, I've got an amazing experience that I want to be able to give you. I had the opportunity to sit down with a really, really good friend of mine, past partner, the CEO and founder of Behood, Patrick Baker. And, you know, he and I have had many, many masterminds. We work together on a lot of different projects. And we've spent a lot of time over the years really creating thoughts that really grow business and thoughts that really help you to evolve to the next level. And I've experienced these conversations with him at a real high level on an ongoing basis every couple of months or so. But I was able to sit down in the studio with him for a good day and get some amazing discussion, some amazing concepts. And he has a great way of literally breaking down what it is that's holding you back in your life, what it is that you need to be focused on in order to create your best life. And so it's kind of a long sit down, so I'm going to have to break it up over a couple of days, probably be over 3 days. But I promise you're going to have an amazing, amazing experience if you'll just sit back and listen to some of the words of wisdom and some of the conversation that we have. I look forward to talking with you more, and let's go ahead and get right into it. Patrick Baker. Every single day now I'm doing marketing, right? And I'm doing marketing because some of the companies I do marketing for are brands that do social media and things like this. So I've been digging really deep into keywords and what people search. Like, what are people searching online? And what they're searching gives you kind of an idea like what they're thinking. But all these problems that people have, like imposter syndrome and depression and anxiety and things that like we'll talk about when this guy comes, right? What's crazy to me is everybody's over here looking at solutions with how do I make more money, how do I do more business, and all that stuff. But the real problems are not making money. It's the problems that they're having is like their confidence level, their self-esteem, like all those things that we'll be talking about, you know? And so I'm looking at the top things that are searched, like how to build more confidence, how to get self-esteem, like how to not be depressed, how to not be anxious. Right. And those topics are like, people think the solutions are something that's never going to give them a solution.
Let's look at the broad picture. And I always say it. You didn't come from your mom. You came through your mom like a doorway. Yeah. And then when you die, it's another doorway, right? Yeah. Well, now you have a shell of a body, like a coat, right? Mm-hmm. But the thing is, we're programmed as a society that we're the coat. Right. That's the problem. Right. If you break your body down to the smallest molecule, it's trillions of atoms that make up your body. Then we're going to get protons and neutrons, electrons, and eventually we're going to get a frequency called consciousness, right? Right. Well, the soil, the ocean, the trees, the plants, the mountains, this building, your suit, break it down to the smallest molecule, atoms, pure energy, pure consciousness. So on a subatomic level, everything's one. There's actually zero separation. It's actually impossible. No one can argue that. On a subatomic level, everything's one. Everything's a frequency. If there was nothing and God created everything, everything's God. If you didn't exist at all, there was no George, there was no you, and God made you, who do you think you are? You're literally the essence of the divine in a shell of a body right now, having a physical experience. And that's why the entire system is designed to keep you living externally. Yeah. Right? Your thoughts is a frequency, your imagination is a frequency, the words you speak is a frequency, your self-talk is a frequency, your emotion is a frequency. So what 99.9% of the world don't realize, and it's 100% designed this way, every thought, every word you speak, your self-talk, your emotions are actually manipulating, creating your reality from within. But the system couldn't control us as a society if we actually realized that we're all one and we're all divine and we actually all create from within. Imagine if we all believed that on a subconscious level, right? So they do the opposite. They flood us with so much information and knowledge designed to confuse everybody and to divide us all on a subconscious level, where we're all programmed that we're so different through race, religion, politics, and gender. Therefore, we're so divided amongst each other, we're easily controlled. Yeah. And then the big one that goes unnoticed is they teach us that knowledge is power. and power is knowledge. So no matter how small or how big, when it comes to relationships, self-love, finances, healthy body, healthy mind,
right.
What does everybody do no matter what? Everybody searches externally.
That's right.
Right, and that goes to your point.
The things that make a difference, but they don't make a difference.
100%. And then so to go a little bit deeper, so that's why they put GMOs in the food, fluoride in the water, the chemtrails they spray, drugs, alcohol, pornography,
that's right.
Mainstream media, social media, big pharma, all the pills. They all have one thing in common. They lower the vibration.
Yep.
If you're at a low state of vibration, you're at a low state of consciousness. That's why you can have the nice house, the nice car, the husband, the wife that loves you, the kids that love you.
And still be unhappy.
But you're not happy is because you're at a low state of vibration,
that's right?
Well, guess what happens if you start to tap within? You're going to start to raise the vibration, which raises the consciousness.
Right.
Well, what's a dimension? A dimension is a frequency, right? So right now we can hear and see and feel like 3 to 5% of what's really going on around us.
Right.
Well, that's a dimension. Well, a dimension is a frequency. Well, a frequency is intelligence. So if you start to raise the vibration, you start to tap into a higher dimension, which ultimately you're starting to tap into the true intellect.
Yeah.
And that's why, as far as the society, they don't mind us reading books all day. They just don't want us tapping from within.
Yeah.
So to go a little bit deeper, so everything is either, no matter what it is, from A to Z, it's either raising the vibration or lowering the vibration. I'll give you a couple examples. Like you go home, you clean your house spotless. Makes you feel better, raises the vibration. You go to the gym, raises the vibration. Yeah. Right? You decide to eat healthy, raises the vibration. What if you do the opposite? You don't eat very healthy, lowers the vibration.
Right.
Right? You go home from work, you get right on the television, zone out, lowers the vibration. Well, instead of just watching random television, you're watching a documentary on how to be successful or how to be, you know what I mean, whatever it may be, it's raising the vibration.
Right.
So literally every action, every thought, every word you speak, everything from A to Z is either raising the vibration or lowering the vibration, right? So there's a fine line where literally everything's raising the vibration or lowering the vibration. Through the ego, you create a gray area where suddenly, you know, it's like, for example, 30 years ago, things that were rated R are on social media now.
Yeah.
Kids are looking at them.
Yeah.
Right?
Easily.
That's lowering the vibration. But the thing is, through the ego, we create a gray area where it's okay. And that's why we live in a society where they don't think they're doing anything wrong, but they're at a low frequency because no one's taught them that, look, this is an inner game. You're not you. You're a frequency. You're in a quantum field. Everything's energy. You're manipulating your external reality from within, right?
They're just distracted. You know, they drift, you know. And everything's designed to make you drift, and that's the problem. But, you know, the challenge I think we find a lot of times is people, it's capturing their attention enough for them to actually understand. And because people get to that point, the older they get in their life, they start thinking, man, I'm not happy. I'm not doing what I want to do. And so they start searching for answers, and that's when they start to get tapped into what they really need to do.